Since we have gotten a taste of Black Ops 6 Zombies through a few reveal and gameplay trailers from the brand new Terminus map, I was patiently waiting for some more info about the other launch map, Liberty Falls. Now that there's been a trailer for the map and some gameplay for the map, all I'm gonna say is I'm disappointed. Before I get into why I'm a little bit skeptical about Liberty Falls and why it's kind of bringing my hype for the game down a little bit, let's look at some things that actually have me excited about the map. My first pro for Liberty Falls is the graphics, and I guess you could put this for the game as a whole, but I think the graphics look really good. Definitely a step up from Cold War, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the artistic vision is better, and we'll get to that in a second. As you can see in the trailer and in the gameplay, the church area, which is also the Pack-a-Punch area, I think looks pretty cool, but that's like a pretty small pro if I'm being honest. Someone could probably answer this in the comments for me, but I don't know if the jet gun type wonder weapon is like an elemental thing, like it's 4 players and then it's elemental, or if there's a couple. I don't really know how that works, but the one that's showcased in the gameplay I think looks sick, honestly. And before we get into my long list of cons, I have another pro right here, and this is the smallest pro ever, but I'm glad that they kind of did something different with the dog rounds. It's not just dogs again, because hellhounds get so boring to me. Even if it's like the same concept, just that they look different, adds a little bit of replay value for me, so that might be interesting. And now I have quite a laundry list of cons that I've seen so far from this map. First of all, it's just small. Like, objectively, watching the gameplay, I watched the dude run around the map about 4 times in like 3 seconds, it felt like. This map is small. I do like how there are zip lines. I forgot to mention that in the pros. Does make kind of getting around the map a little bit easier, but you don't really need it because the map is so small. And this is kind of a smaller one before I get into the really nitty gritty of my cons with Liberty Falls. I see a lot of people complaining about the HUD, and honestly, I don't feel as strongly about this as other people do. First of all, I think it's nowhere near as bad as like Black Ops 4's HUD. I think that's like the worst of the worst. But I do have to ask, do we need a minimap in Zombies? And the answer is obviously no. We don't need a minimap in Zombies. Why would we need that? Hopefully that is a feature that you can turn off, and if it's not, yeah, that just makes no sense to me, honestly. All right, here's my main con and the main reason why I am making this video. Liberty Falls looks like a multiplayer map, and I kind of want to break this into 3 sections how I explain it, because this is honestly way more important than you might think it is. First of all, the lighting on this map does not do it any favors, and the fact that it is daytime is not necessarily a flaw, because a lot of zombie maps do look good during the daytime. Shangri-La, Area 51 on Moon are some examples, or even Tagdertoten. They all look really great during the daytime. However, there's a really big difference between why these maps look good during the daytime and why this map does not. Area 51 is cool because it's Area 51, and I don't think that needs to be explained. Shangri-La is probably on Mars, for all we know, and Tagdertoten is a Siberian like coastline with a lighthouse and a beautiful sunset. How is that not dope? And on top of that, it's not like Transit where it's like absolutely decimated and the world's in shambles. It's just like abandoned with like a couple things on fire. Like, come on, they could have done more with that. And then going even further into how this looks like a multiplayer map, the skybox is an issue. Now, say what you want about Die Rise, but this is another map that actually looks pretty good during the daytime, or at least if you stay on the outside part. Once you get to the inside part of the map, I would agree, doesn't look that great. But the outside, especially where the dragon is really cool looking. And that is almost entirely because of the skybox. On Die Rise, the world just got hit with a bunch of missiles, and you can tell, like, the sky is full of meteors, there's tons of debris everywhere, destroyed skyscrapers about to fall and collapse, and it really adds to the intensity of the atmosphere. Once again, compare that to Liberty Falls, and it just does not feel the same at all. And if you don't already see what I'm talking about here, and you're still kind of curious, like, why is the atmosphere really that much of an issue? Well, let me explain it to you. My biggest problem as to why Liberty Falls kind of looks and seems like it feels like a multiplayer map is such a big issue is because the repetition. When I go on Black Ops 2 and I play Zombies, I play Transit for an hour or so, I'm playing a completely different game than Raid on multiplayer. 2 completely different things. Yet in this case, the lighting, the atmosphere, everything about this map points me in the direction to believe that it's kind of just an extension of a multiplayer map with zombies. And to extend on that, the zombies have health bars. like players in multiplayer. The zombies literally have health bars. So it's just frustrating. It's really frustrating, especially now that you have Warzone as a main game mode as well. The lines between zombies, multiplayer, and Warzone just get grayed together, and it kind of just makes it all feel like one game, which I guess is their goal. But to me, it's like, if you're gonna have such different like gameplay types, make them feel unique and different, because I don't think there's that many people who want to hop on zombies and be like, oh yeah, I want to play multiplayer, but there's no players against me. It's just PvE and not PvP. I don't think many people want that. I could be totally wrong here, but from people I've talked to and for myself personally, that's just not what we want. But I have to ask, what the hell is going on right here? Whatever this is, I'm sure some of you know, so let me know in the comments, but whatever this is, this is not Stream Zombies to me at all. And it looks so broken for a game that I assume is already going to be easy. And let's get into that. I think this game is going to be really easy. We know how easy Cold War was, and I just don't see that changing. We still have armor, we still have stupid score streaks. Like, I think it's going to be so easy. And honestly, dude, I had super high hopes for this game, and I'm still excited. I already pre-ordered it because I'm gonna play it. But I won't lie to you when I say that my hype for this game has died down a little bit. I'm still excited for it. I'm still ready to play it. Go ahead and let me know down below in the comments if you kind of feel the same way that I do about this, because I'm wondering if people do feel the same way. But check out this video about Black Ops 6. I think it's really interesting about how this game could potentially be amazing or not so great. So we'll see. Have a great one. Goodbye.